Hi guys, I'm Dan from BBQLAND, the UK specialist retailer of barbecue equipment in Hertfordshire in the UK. Today we're going to be cooking on the Kamado Joe Classic 2. We're going to do a smoked beef stew with dumplings. So we'll show you how it all gets set up, etc. Hope you enjoy. We're going to be using the Kamado Joe Dutch oven. So now that we've got our fire established and our divide and conquer rack in on the lower position, what we're going to end up doing, getting the Kamado Joe Dutch oven, placing it in there, shutting the lid. So first things first, we're going to get the beef, we're going to coat it in the flour. That's going to give us a really nice browning and obviously thicken up the stew at the end. Right, so we're up to temperature around about 150 degrees. Got the Dutch oven in there. We're going to start off by adding some oil. And we're going to start searing our beef. That's what you want to hear, the sizzle, because that's what's going to give you a great colour. The colour is going to give you a lot of flavour. So once this is browned up, move on to the next step. Lovely. Remove the first batch, the rest of this in. Take a look at the second batch. Bit of colour on them, lovely. Look at that. And a bit of a flip. Right, let's check on these onions. Looking good. So what we're going to do, a nice generous glug of homemade red wine, home brewed red wine, which makes it all the better. What we're going to do, reduce that. Then add beef stock pot. You can add 3 of them. So now we're going to add around about 300 ml of water. We've got about 400 here, just in case we need to top it up. Somewhere like that. Then we're going to go with our bouquet garni, which is garden, rosemary and bay leaf. Back in with our beef and all the juices. Our carrot and parsnips. Now what we're going to do, just lift him off there for a minute. Lift him up, chuck the chunk of oak in so we can have a bit of smoke. Get him back in there. Now that'll generate a bit of smoke and obviously give us a lovely smoky flavour. I'm going to leave that until it starts to boil. And then simmer it for a bit. We're going to get the lid on in a bit once it's got a bit of the smoke into it. Alright, we're up to a boil, which is good. I'm going to give it a stir, because what you'll find is the smoke will end up sitting on the surface. So if you give it a bit of a stir, it just incorporates it. So it's been about an hour with the smoke, and then I'm going to chuck the lid on and let it carry on until the beef's all tender. Alright, let's have a look. Looking good. Sauce has thickened up a bit. So now putting the lid on, letting that go for another about half an hour, 40 minutes, and we'll come back and check it just to make sure it doesn't need any more liquid. Alright, let's check, see how we're doing. It's looking lovely. Sauce is thickening up nicely. I'm just making sure I scrape the bottom, get all that tasty stuff out. Obviously we don't want it to burn. And I'll add the extra bit of water, give it a mix. But it's looking good already, don't you think? Right, let's see how we're doing. Smells incredible. Yeah, look at that, looking good. So what we're going to do, we're going to give it a stir. Make sure everything's off the bottom. Add a little bit more liquid, so it's a bit more than a 400 ml. We'll just check to see if the beef's tender. I'll take a bit out. That's what I'm after. Spoon tender. So now what we're going to end up doing is putting a little bit more water in. Lovely. And then just give it a bit more liquid for the dumplings, so then they can soak up and get nice and fluffy. It's looking good. A little bit more. Let's scrape the bottom, make sure we've got no residue sticking, because that will burn. We don't want that. Right, lid back on, let that warm up. And I'm going to go grab the dumplings and we'll get them in. Take another about 20 minutes. So now we've got the dumplings. We've brought that water up to temperature. So we're going to just lift the lid, give it a quick stir. And we're going to add the dumplings. Get them in there. We're going to stick the lid on for a little bit and then take it off and see how they are. Get them buried in there so you can soak up all that delicious sauce we've just created on our stew. So, stick him on, give it about 20 minutes. They've doubled in size. They're looking fat and juicy, soaking up all the juices from the stew. Right, we're going to serve it up, and now it's off the Kamado Joe. Right guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for a lot more barbecue content and videos, etc. Show you how to use all different bits of equipment. I'll see you next time.